It's WrestleMania 42 and it's back in Las Vegas for the second straight year. I'm going to give you the fan guide for 2026 here in Las Vegas. Next on Jaycation. 4 letters, 1 word, yeet. Hey, what's up, Jaycationers and WWE fans? Welcome to the fan guide for WrestleMania 42 2026 here at Allegiant Stadium from April 18th to 19th. My video last year did great, and a lot of you out-of-towners that have come here to Vegas, maybe for the first time or your 10 millionth time, really enjoyed the tips and the information in this video. So I'm doing this a little earlier this year. It's only January 26th, 2026, but I will not be back in Vegas until April of WrestleMania week. So I had to do this video in January, and if there's anything I need to add onto it, I will add on a later date, just not here in Vegas. Let's start off with WrestleMania tickets. Last year, I spent a crazy amount of money for a 2-day pass. I got it the day of on their pre-sale, but this year, good news is prices are definitely a little lower. As of January 26th, I looked at Ticketmaster, which is the official website, $266 for Saturday night. You can get at the cheapest price. On Sunday, it's around the same thing, but if you want better seats, obviously it's going to be a little more expensive. And then the cheapest price for a 2-day package is about $770. That is what it's going to cost you for WrestleMania. $770 is half of what I spent last year for my 2-day package. We're going to wait. I don't even have my tickets yet. I might buy one day and then another day and see how much I can save. You guys will know because we will be daily vlogging during WrestleMania week, starting WrestleMania Friday. So stay tuned for that. And before we start with more information, acknowledge your Vegas chief.
75 years later.
A little update on purchasing tickets for WrestleMania week. WWE has been working real hard to sell these tickets. On March 16th, they did 31.6% off tickets, not just for WrestleMania, but for other events like Smackdown and Raw, not just in Vegas, but all over. So me and Jamal ended up getting our night 1 tickets for 31.6% off. That actually helped out a lot. We still paid a little more because we wanted to sit in the 100 levels. They've also launched other sales like 25% off, and I'm sure there will be more sales before WrestleMania if they're struggling to sell tickets. An all-week event from April 15th to 20th is Circa Mania over at Circa. Now, just note, Circa is a 21 plus spot, so kids can't go in there. Even if you're 18, 20 years old, you still can't go into Circa. But they will be holding the Chris Van Vliet podcast over there on Thursday, so make sure you check that out, as well as Denise Salcedo on Friday. CJ Perry will be the special guest for Denise Salcedo on Friday, April 18th. I will be there. Me and Jamal got tickets. Check that out over at Circa Mania. Chris Van Vliet, his Insight podcast, I think that is on Thursday over at Circa Mania. And his guest is Maven. Maven is a former WWE wrestler who won the Tough Enough MTV reality show to become a wrestler, and then now he is a very popular YouTuber showing some unique insight behind the world of wrestling. Let's give you some Allegiant Stadium tips and things you might want to know before coming here. If you are staying on the Las Vegas Strip, it's on the south side of the Las Vegas Strip. You have to cross Hacienda, and it'll take about 15 minutes from Mandalay Bay to walk to get to this gate right here. This gate is always super busy. If you go on the other side, it's a lot faster because the access on that other side is harder to get to. That's where we usually enter for events, not just WrestleMania. Also, they have a clear bag policy, so you're gonna wanna make sure to have a clear bag with you. And if you don't, and you walked all the way here, and you have your backpack, they do have bag check-in on both sides of Allegiant Stadium. One is actually right next to Whiskey, where the Jaycation meetup will be at. Another one is off a big rig over here. You can pick it up after the event is over with. Inside, they have some amazing food, but places like Pachamamas and Barbecue Mexicana are my favorites. Shout out to them. And if you are in their lounge, I believe there is a border grill area in the lounge. The exclusive one that used to be Twitch, I think it's called something else now. now. But overall, Allegiant Stadium does make an effort to showcase local businesses in their concessions. And the drinks, yeah, they are pricey, anywhere from $19 to $25. But hey, it's WrestleMania. You're here to have a good time. Pop open a Topo Chico and let's get ready to rumble, baby. And let's talk about hotels. In my opinion, Mandalay Bay or the W is their closest bet and where all the vibes and action is. Last year, they did make Fontainebleau the official WrestleMania resort and hotel, and that's where they held the WWE Hall of Fame. All these different podcast shows with Undertaker. All the WWE stars were around the hotel. It's a little weird, right? Because they promote that's where they're all staying, but then there's wrestlers like CM Punk that are like, don't come to us when we're at a hotel or we're our off time. So wouldn't you like not want to disclose where you're staying? But I guess money and sponsorships make everything. They really should try to fix that and switch wrestlers that don't want to be seen to hotels that they want to stay at, because people are here to have fun and they spend a lot of money. If there are wrestlers that do want to go out and socialize with the fans and with everybody else, then so be it. Mandalay Bay and the W are the best. If you're trying to save money, the Luxor and the Excalibur are probably your best bets, and they are within 15-20 minutes walk from Hacienda and Allegiant Stadium. Last year I stayed over at Excalibur. This year we're staying somewhere else. Other options that you could do is stay over at places like MGM Grand, Park MGM, and New York, and they are a lot nicer options, and they are closer to the venue of Smackdown and Raw, which is T-Mobile Arena. So that will be an advantage for you over there, and you can just take the free tram from the Excalibur station over to Mandalay Bay and then walk over here from there. You can also branch out even further if you stay off the Las Vegas monorail. Places like Westgate, Paris, and you can even get to the convention center easily. You can access that off the Las Vegas monorail. Now you have to pay a fee for that, but it'll be a lot more convenient for you, especially if you don't have a car. This year's WWE World is going to be on the South Hall of the convention center, not the West Hall. So make sure you guys know it's in a different area. For those of y'all that are returning, it's the South Hall, and it's right off of the Boingo station here on the Las Vegas monorail. Let's talk a little bit about Wrestle Con. Last year it was held over at the Westgate, and that's where more of the independent wrestlers go. Hall of Famers from WWE's past go, and alumni, I guess you could say. And it's a really fun time. It's more lax over there. All the longtime wrestling fans, the diehard wrestling fans, love going to Wrestle Cons. Wrestle Con is actually going to be at the Horseshoe. I've been over in that area. They've had the Roper Cowboy Christmas area there in the past, over in their meeting rooms and convention space. So make sure you check out Wrestle Con for all your favorite independent wrestlers and wrestlers outside of WWE. They will also have the Progress Wrestling ECW events over at the Horseshoe, not at the Palms. The Horseshoe is just a couple of monorail stops from WWE World. Let's do a little bit of quick fire information for y'all. So there will be wrestler meetups, superstar meetups all around town that you just line up for, or you have to sign up on a website with either companies like C4 or Total Wine. Last year, I believe Total Wine had Chelsea Green at one of their locations. They even had C4 host an event over at Whiskey, which you saw me go to, for Rhea Ripley. So there was a Rhea Ripley meet and greet that Thursday. We'll see what they announced this year. Look out for multiple wrestler meetups around town here in Sin City. The WWE Hall of Fame this year is actually going to be at the Dolby Live Theater at Park MGM. It's going to be right after SmackDown around 9 p.m. Stephanie McMahon, AJ Styles, I believe Dennis Rodman is also an inductee, and there are a bunch of others. Excuse me if I don't have all the information, but check it out on their website. Right behind me is the Luxor, and last year in their esports arena area, I know that Simon Miller and What Culture Wrestling, they're a YouTube group of WWE fans and specialists and analysts. Last year they actually held events over at the esports arena here at the Luxor. Simon Miller is probably one of my top 5 favorite WWE analysts, so I really enjoy watching him. He's an independent wrestler from the UK, so if they do come back, I believe it will be here at the Luxor. Smackdown and Raw, they will be over at T-Mobile Arena right by Park MGM. Last year, we got tickets for about $60 to $80 for the events. There is such thing as WrestleMania fatigue. Me and Jamal were freaking exhausted after 4 straight days of WWE events. So maybe you go to one of the two, Smackdown and Raw, and then you skip a night just to take some time off, because you got 2 full nights of wrestling here at Allegiant Stadium. But yes, Smackdown and Raw will both be back at T-Mobile Arena April 17th for Smackdown and April 20th for WWE Raw. And you know that WWE Raw is always cracking. We went last year and there was just some sparks flying, and Seth Rollins, man, burn it down. He burnt down the house that night. GCW, the collective. A lot of my independent wrestler viewers were like, how come you didn't talk about that last year? I remember seeing Matt Cardona vlogging it on his YouTube channel, and I thought that was pretty cool. So for all you independent wrestlers, not only is there Wrestle Con, but they do have GCW, the collective. GCW will not be at the Palms. They will be over where Wrestle Con is, but Hog Wrestling will be at the Pearl Theater over at the Palms. So if you want to check out Hog Wrestling and Zilla Fatu, I believe. Tickets to WWE World are now on sale on their website, and they range from about $80 to more for VIP packages. The first day of WWE World is Thursday, so make sure if you want to go and beat the crowds, try to go there on Thursday and get there early. The earlier you get there, the more activations you get to try, the more fun you will have. They have a mix of WWE Hall of Fame stuff and a mix of WWE fun that you can do. You can do an entrance theme through the WWE Raw ramp, as well as check out some UFC stuff. They also hold all the Superstar picture photo ops and signings over there. You have to purchase either a signing or a picture ahead of time, and the prices vary from superstar to superstar. John Cena's last year was like $500, so that's super expensive. But you can get a WWE Superstar for like $30 and get a nice photo op with them. You could get a physical picture or a digital picture. It's always a fun time. I already took a lot of pictures with a lot of the superstars. If Roman Reigns ever did it, I definitely would get a pic with Roman Reigns. I met Liv Morgan in San Diego, Rhea Ripley a couple of times already. I don't know, who else can I meet? Maybe Drew McIntyre this year? I guess we'll see. Quick note on the WWE Superstar meet and greets over at WWE World. They flipped it on us. So in the past, when you'd get a picture, it would be a digital photo you'd receive on your email after you took the picture with that superstar. Now, you're getting a physical photo on site. If you want to get the digital photo, you have to pay extra for that digital photo. So just be aware that the standard now is a physical printed out photo to be given to you right after, and not the digital photo. Also, the WWE Superstore happens to be at WWE World. The lines there are ridiculous. Like, if you don't get there at opening, you're gonna be waiting in line for 2 to 3 hours. I know WWE World has a separate line entryway for people that have paid tickets to WWE World, but that line can get cracking too. So I say get your shopping done early, go Thursday. They do have tons of merchandise, more merchandise at the Superstore than they do have in here at Allegiant Stadium. Although Allegiant Stadium has a nice array of it, but brands like Civil Regime, who make collaborations with superstars like Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio, they'll have special clothing over there as well. I know Bape has worked with WWE in the past, and the earlier you get there, the better chance you get for your exclusive gear and getting the right size. Oh, I got this at the Wrestlemania press conference where The Rock went off on Triple H. You guys remember that? All right, Jaycationers, we are here at the rooftop of Whiskey where the Jaycation meetup's gonna be on April 18th. Here are my Wrestlemania 42 predictions. I did this last year. It's super early. It's January 26th. The Royal Rumble hasn't even gone down yet. Elimination Chamber hasn't gone down yet, so I don't know. Let's see how right or how wrong or how close to predictions I am. I'm gonna just give you a handful of them, not all. I got Roman versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. Cody Rhodes versus a heel Randy Orton, with Cody probably winning. Rhea versus Io Sky. I think Rhea finally beats Io Sky. I don't know how that's gonna happen because they are tag team champs right now and they are friends. Maybe they just have a mutual friendship match together. Liv Morgan versus La Primera, Stephanie Vaquer, with Liv Morgan winning the title. So we shall see. That means Liv Morgan will probably win the Royal Rumble and go to WrestleMania and pick La Primera, but she's probably gonna end up getting kicked out of the Judgment Day, and her and Raquel will have some sort of beef. It might even be Liv and Raquel. That's what I'm kind of also leaning towards, but for now, I'm gonna say La Primera versus Liv, with Liv winning. Dom versus Finn Balor. Finn Balor will turn into a face and fight Dom for the Intercontinental Championship, and Finn will beat Dom here in Vegas. Jericho versus Matt Cardona. Chris Jericho hasn't come back to the WWE as of now. Matt Cardona has, and I think that's gonna be a really cool WrestleMania match. Jay and Jimmy are gonna yeet all over Vegas against the New Day. I think they're finally gonna have Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods fight them at WrestleMania for the tag team titles, and I believe the Usos will come out victorious and just have a yeet party all over Vegas like they did last year. Finally, Jade versus Bianca. I think Bianca Belair will finally come back to the WWE and challenge her friend, or former friend, Jade Cargill to the WWE Championship, and I believe Bianca Belair will win, and somehow Tiffany Stratton will get involved in that match. Other things that are not matches that I think will happen: Seth Rollins may return, and Stone Cold will make a crazy cameo once again, maybe on an ATV. Those are my predictions as of January 26, 2026. Let's see if it happens or doesn't happen. Comment down below what you guys think. Couple things that I forgot to mention. Brock Lesnar. I think he's gonna fight Gunther. It's gonna be one of those end your career matches. So Brock versus Gunther is my final prediction. Remix Rumble will have the wrestling nightclub over at Substance on Fremont Street. It's near the Heart Attack Grill on Friday, April 17th, and it's from 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. 21 plus. They did originally have R-Truth there as a guest, but he had to cancel, so instead they're gonna have a special guest and performer, Swerve Strickland, at the Wrestling Nightclub Vegas. So make sure you check it out at Substance by Remix Rumble. Check out Remix Rumble on IG for updates. Other hotels to check out are over here: the Staybridge, the Hilton, a few other hotels down that way. You can just walk there. They even have an In-N-Out burger. Other places I want WWE fans to maybe take a look at is Flanker, which is on the corner of Mandalay Bay and the walkway to Allegiant Stadium. Flanker is a great place to grab cocktails and food, and they also have events there as well. Who knows if the newest In-N-Out will be open over at Boulevard, but How Ya Doin', it's a new pizza place with sourdough pizza bread, is open over at Boulevard as well. And if you want to visit my friend Frenchie over at the Gem Bar at Aria, he is there except for Thursdays and Fridays from the morning, like 10-ish, till about 6 at night. So make sure you check that out and get the pistachio martini. Believe me, amazing. So here are the official details for the WrestleCation meetup on April 18th on Saturday. It starts from 12 noon to 2 p.m. over at Whiskey Las Vegas, just across the street from Allegiant Stadium. I will be there. We will have some specialty cocktails, some drink specials, and here's the deal. For every cocktail you purchase, you get one raffle ticket for the grand prize, which is a pair of sweet tickets to watch WWE Raw on Monday, the Raw after WrestleMania, the best Raw of the year in my opinion, with me in a suite with all-you-can-eat food and drink. If you are at the WrestleCation meetup, not only will there be giveaways like a one-of-a-kind Philippines Jaycation custom jersey, which I may sign if you guys want me to sign. I'm gonna be giving that away, but we'll also be giving away a pair of sweet tickets to WWE Raw. You'll be sitting next to me and Bodyguard Jamal. WrestleCation is actually a free but ticketed event. So if you want to attend, you have to get a free ticket. Sign up on the Eventbrite below. And when you go there, when you sign up for the Raw raffle, you just gotta buy a cocktail. And if you don't drink, buy a mocktail or a WrestleCation Jaycation headband. Giving away Jaycation friendship bracelets as well. And I also have a new passport stamp with Jaycation Yeet custom logo that I got from Japan, so we will be giving those away as well. And there will be food specials and drink specials, like I said, 12 to 2 on April 18th, 2026, the Saturday before WrestleMania. We're trying out their ceviche tostadas. They got avocado on crispy tostadas. I have to pace myself. We're watching the AFC Championship game here. So we're gonna have this to start and grab something else for a meal. If you guys never tried Truly on ice before, on draft, you must. Tasty. So if you guys are headed over here for WrestleMania, it will be WrestleMania Saturday, WrestleCation, second annual meetup till about 2:30. Then it's time to walk into the stadium, have a yeet fest, and watch Roman Reigns throws ones up. Come on over here. We'll have some drink specials, some food specials, a nice section blocked off, as well as some prizes. And if you guys want to pick up a WrestleCation headband, I ended up ordering some wings, a mix of drums and thighs. They even have the thick French fries with a little bit of spice to it, and some celery and carrots. Good stuff. You know I love the tendies just like Dom does, but I wanted to show you guys some different stuff this time around on their menu. Nice and juicy. Join me here on Saturday, April 18th. You want a couple of hours before the show starts to check out the atmosphere, walk on in, maybe pick up some merch, and hang out. We'll see you guys here for WrestleCation 2026. This is a Vegas AF IPA. They have some really good local Vegas spots on tap too, like Atomic Duck and Revisionist. All right, guys, we're here with Brother Andrew watching the NFC Championship game, having a brewski. Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
So Brew Dog has really great drinks and food, and the rooftop is one of the best views on the south side of the strip. Agree?
For sure. It's one of the best rooftop bar restaurants you'll find in Vegas, I think. It's a little chilly out right now, obviously, but they've got some heaters around, so it's not too bad. But yeah, I think it's a little bit better in the summer when it's warmer.
Yeah.
But it's still nice.
And the beer prices are a little more pricey over here, and so is the food, but you're paying for a really nice view out here. Unless you're in the second floor, or the third floor down below us.
Yeah.
But they have games over there and all that good stuff.
Right.
This is where WWE on WrestleMania weekend, this is where they hold their Superstar brunches and their meet and greets, their on-location meet and greets. So if you guys want to meet people like Chelsea Green, probably Matt Cardona, and other wrestlers, they'll announce that on the WWE website, but you can do that and then head over to WrestleMania after. But why not come to WrestleCation and hang out with me and Andrew right here?
When it's back in town, we're gonna have a good time.
Yeet. If I ever do a WWE parody video, I'd make Andrew be Cody Rhodes.
Dye my hair blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have to talk with a lisp.
I'll do my best.
All right, man. Cheers.
Cheers.
Elvis juice, baby. Oh no, I got the Hazy Jane today.
Hazy Jane, I went with the, I got the Neon Eyes.
All right, we're gonna watch the rest of this game. I just talked to the server and he told me that WWE will be back here this year. So those on-location breakfast with Hall of Famers and other wrestlers will be happening here. But when they do have those things here, I guess it's in their contract that they can't have viewing parties for WrestleMania. So no viewing parties here, but I'll tell you a few places. Boulder Station has a place called Game On. They show all UFC and WWE events. They'll probably show WrestleMania there. El Cortez will show it as well. They had a WrestleMania event last year, as well as Circa. Circa has Circa Mania going on, so I guarantee you that Circa will have it there as well. I know Denise Salcedo, another great YouTuber that does wrestling content. She will be holding a podcast live show Friday, so make sure you check it out and tell her Jaycation sent you. Maybe one day we'll meet her and get her on Jaycation. There was a span of time between the filming of this video in January till now, which is April 1st, 2026, that WWE was about to impose a 50-mile blackout from Allegiant Stadium. So that would mean there would be no watch parties in Sin City, period. And that would have been terrible. But they heard all the complaints and listened to people somewhat and lifted that 50-mile radius blackout. So these viewing parties will be on once again. And one place that I've seen that has been advertising their watch party is Plaza Las Vegas. They have some special event going on over at Plaza Las Vegas. Head over to their website. You guys know I love Plaza. I've stayed there plenty of times. Oscars is my favorite steakhouse in Vegas. They have such a great team and staff over there. They make you feel welcome. So make sure you do check out that watch party at Plaza Vegas for WrestleMania 42. It's back on. Lifted that 50-mile radius Blackout, yeet. I ordered the mini wing combo, small wing and one side. I got a Caesar salad and then I got the wing. It really is a mini wing combo, but hey, it's a pretty good deal for 15 bucks. Not bad, pretty good. And I got the heater right here, keeping me warm, watching the game. That is what I need this time of year here in Vegas. So hot. Finishing off this game, got the Elvis juice. Elvis juice is my favorite here. The Hazy Jane was really good, so cheers. I know there's a lot of y'all that are super young and looking to party even after WrestleMania events, and they will have Gronk Beach at Marquee as an after party. They will have multiple WWE superstar guests like Tiffany Stratton and Trick Williams over there. So if you want to check out Gronk Beach, is going to be over at Marquee. Jason Aldean's Kitchen and Bar is going to have a event called Country Mania for all you country fans. They're going to have Mickey James and Elijah, Cassie Lee, and Jesse McKay over there. Live podcast from 7 to 8 p.m. and from 8 to 9 p.m. a meet and greet. And 9 p.m. the close, there'll be live performances and an after party. And this is over at the City Center on Saturday, April 18th. So that's after night 1 of WrestleMania. Shout out to my right-hand man, Jamal, Mr. Jamal, for giving me some of this information. He also forwarded me the WrestleMania Vegas pre-show party over at Whiskey. There will be multiple dates, 3 hours of all-inclusive food stations, open bar, music, and appearances by WWE personalities like Hacksaw Jim Duggan and WWE alumni Tatanka. This is a paid event, anywhere from $231.27 to $428.67. You can check out the availability on their website. That looks like a good deal. So if you don't have tickets to WrestleMania and you want another watch party, it's right across the street from Allegiant Stadium. Also where the Jaycation WrestleCation meetup will be Saturday, April 18th. I'm definitely missing out on a lot of other events. So if you guys just want to talk about that in the comment section below, let's use this video's comment section as a hub of what other events are coming down, like appearances over at Cricket Wireless. Comment down below. Let's make this a nice forum for WrestleMania week goers to find out some more information that I may not have covered, because right now I'm on vacation in Boracay. I can't cover every single corner of WrestleMania, but I tried my best. Well, Jaycationers, that will do it here from Las Vegas, Nevada. Hope you have an amazing WrestleMania 42 week here in Las Vegas, in Sin City. Check out WrestleCation Year 2 over at Whiskey on the Saturday, April 18th before WrestleMania, and then we can walk on in here and have a great time and watch Roman Reigns win the WWE title once more. Acknowledge him. All right, Jaycationers, if you enjoyed this video, please comment down below. What other events would you like to see me cover in Las Vegas in the future? What other hotels you'd like to see me do reviews of? And let me know, what are your predictions for WrestleMania 42? Check out Las Vegas 777 Let's Go, my Facebook group. We have over 5,000 Las Vegas lovers talking about the ongoings around town. And subscribe, please do. We're trying to get to 200,000 subscribers, and only about 33% of y'all are subscribed watching these videos. So that means the other 6-7% of y'all's 67% of y'all are not subscribed, so please do. And we'll see you guys in the next one. And in the words of Cody Rhodes, what do you want to talk about? Stay traveling, Las Vegas. Let's go! One's up.